Hello and welcome back to Non-League Nutter Natter. We are back. We're still going. We're keeping within a reasonable time frame. Apologies for the last episode. It was out late, but it was recorded early.
As you'll find out when we start with the roundup tonight of the matches.
Yes. It was recorded a week and a half before I actually managed to publish it.
Yeah, it was recorded on the 20th of October.
Yeah, and it was probably published last Tuesday. So what was that? 27th, 28th, something like that?
Yeah, it's a bit late.
Yeah. Partly because I was busy. Partly because there was if you've listened to it, there's a gap where you'll hear us talking about if there's a silence, apologies, or I lost you, there's a 4-minute thing. I had to edit that out, so I couldn't simply do what I normally do, which is upload, publish. And that was what slowed me down a little bit, having to edit it. But yeah.
We're back. We're ready.
We're back. And although it's been 2.5 weeks or whatever it's been since we recorded, there's not many games. For a number of reasons. Other commitments. Have any of yours fell foul of the weather?
No, all my matches have happened. I just haven't been at them.
Yeah, same pretty much. I'd say none of mine have actually fell foul of the weather either. Although some of the youth teams have. None of the men's or the ladies have yet. But yeah, so again, doing it in chronological order. Fancy word.
Yep.
I'm surprised that's even in my vocabulary. We'll carry on with that. So I believe, Andrew, you're up first.
Yep, so we recorded last on the 20th of October. The very next night, the 21st of October, I was out watching Hitchins away at then top of the league, I think still top of the league, Leighton Town.
Yes.
First versus fifth match. We went there thinking, right, okay, let's go for it and see what we can get out of it. Basically, the support there were, we thought if we can come away from here with a point, we're doing all right because Leighton are flying this season.
Yeah.
So we got there and we had a pint in the bar and sat there. It was quite a big, decent crowd turning up and burgers were good. And then the match started. So first 15 minutes, it was pretty even, as you'd expect, because going into the match, they were first, we were fifth. So we've been on a bit of a run as well. Not much in the way of chances in the first 15 minutes. 26 minutes and Leighton have a shot, but our keeper turns it wide. He had a shoot, yes. He tried to do a football. So the corner subsequent corner was dealt with very well. We went straight back down the other end. 29 minutes, we put a cross into the box, and that was headed inches wide. It was very close. We were behind the goal. We could tell it was very close. We had 4 corners in the last 5 minutes of the half, but couldn't get anything out of any of them. And it all ended square at the half time. So we went in at half time, 0-0, thinking, okay, we're doing all right. We're having chances. They were having a few as well, but it was a tense affair. Like I say, the first 15 minutes, nothing happened. I think both teams were just trying to see what each other were about. And after that, it settled down. But so we had a nice half-time break and a cup of something. I can't remember what I had. It might have been Bovril. It might have been tea. I can't remember. But it was wet and warm anyway. No pepper. We don't have pepper for our Bovril down here in the south. It's not good. So the second half kicked off. Again, it was a bit cagey for the first 5 minutes. Leighton did start stronger in the second half. 52 minutes, they had a free kick 20 yards out, which they duly wasted. Quite happy with that. As the first 10 minutes played out, there was a couple of good saves and off the line clearances by Hitchins because Leighton were piling on the pressure. But we did break out of that. 56 minutes, we got a corner into the box, met with the head and wide again. So still can't hit the target. Bit of a shame. A couple of minutes after that, we had a shot from range. It was probably going wide, but the keeper made sure. There was a corner that was nodded out of the box, flicked back in, header at the back post, but this time the keeper saved it. So at least it was on target. So
Yeah.
we're finding our range now. But then Leighton had a period of a bit of dominance for 10 minutes or so. Nothing came of that either. We carry on and we're into 70 minutes in, and we've swung back to Hitchins' favour, but still not getting the goals. And it was like that throughout most of the match. 5-6 minutes here for one team, 5-6 minutes there for the other team, and both defences doing really well. Both attacks trying but not breaking through. 81 minutes, and where we had two really good shots, but their keeper was equal to them, and so we could have had a goal, but we didn't. 5 more minutes later, and we had a guy through on goal. He was pulled down 20 yards out. Fortunately for Leighton, he wasn't quite the last man, so he only got a yellow card.
That's a shame.
More fortunate for Leighton, the free kick was struck straight into the wall. So that didn't come anywhere either.
Fair enough.
And 88 minutes, we're playing out for it looks like both teams are playing out for a draw at this stage. Nobody's really trying. But then Leighton get it into the area. They managed to actually get it into the net. They scored, or so they thought. The whistle already gone. He was offside by a country mile. So still 0-0. We weren't worried as supporters. We could see he was offside before the guy put his flag up. The flag went up, the whistle went, the ball went in the net. Tough luck.
Yeah.
Into injury time, literally pretty much the last kick of the game was a free kick for Leighton, 20 yards out, which they managed to fire over the top of the bar. So it finished all square, 0-0. Fair result. But, I mean, we went there for a point, we came away with a point. But there we go.
It's a 0-0.
But it's a 0-0, and I hate 0-0s. There was a period of time when I went about 150 matches in a row without seeing a 0-0.
There was.
I've never managed to replicate that since. I can only manage about 20 games now, and then we get a 0-0, or even less than that.
Yeah. Start watching low-level women's football, trust me. You'll never see a 0-0.
Anyway, that was that game. What's your game you've got to talk about? What day?
So that was the 21st, was it?
Yeah.
Mine was the 26th.
26th. Okay, shall I give you the result for Hitchin on the 25th then?
Hang on, let me... Well, if that's the case, I should have given you the result for Tividale Men on the 18th.
Go for it. 18th we covered when we were on the 20th. That would have been in the last episode.
Yes, we did.
What?
Hang on, bear with me. So after the 20th. Yeah, yours is first, the 25th.
Well, on the 25th, we were at home against Northwood. I was out away. I wasn't there. Let's have a look, see what happened. Just have a look, see what did happen. It was 0-0 in the first half. Northwood scored. Northwood was second from bottom in the league, by the way, so we were hoping for an easy win on this one. They scored on 71 minutes, took the lead 1-0, and we got a penalty in the 93rd minute and equalised. So that one finished 1-1. I know. Yeah.
Usually the way around this season.
It is, but there we go. So we managed to scrape a draw when we should have had a win. That was that one anyway. Go on then, 26th. What happened on the 26th?
So 26th, Tividale Ladies Cup game, League Cup game, against AFC Wolves Women, who are division. What division are we in this season? 2. So they're Division 3, so division below us. However, weren't taking anything for granted, as the previous week they'd beaten Division 1 opposition on penalties. So we were a bit like, okay, fair enough. As I've said, it's not always easy for me to get too much of a match report whilst I'm on the side coaching. you get involved and forget things and see things slightly differently. But it was for some reason my Twitter's gone out of line completely. But after it was a quick start, 3 minutes, Tividale, we were 1-0 up. Jazz Marley won the ball high up on the pitch. She found Amelia Garrett, who fired one into the bottom corner from 30 yards out. It was a hell of a strike from Amelia, and we were very pleased on the side, me and Bren, because for the last month and a half, we've been saying constantly, you get half a yard and you're within 25, 30 yards of goal, just shoot. We don't care if it goes in or whatever. Just shoot, have a go, because we've got a tendency to try and walk it in. So yeah, within 3 minutes, 30 yards, shot in, goal, 1-0 up. Let's have a look. Sorry, the dog's obviously not very happy about something. Then where are we? Sorry, like I say, my Twitter timeline has gone completely out of whack.
Oh dear.
That's all to do with the signalling around the pitch. It decides to send some and not others until about 3 hours after the game. There's a lot of substitutions going on. Obviously, roll on, roll off in ladies football at the level we're at. There's lots of substitutions. Next thing of any note, 31 minutes. And Jasmine Marley again has the ball. She drives into the box, forces the Wolves keeper into a save. And then Jude, I can never say a first part of a double barrel. I think it's Escuriata. So Jude Escuriata Christie is the quickest to react and rolls the ball into an empty net, and we're 2-0 up. Happy days.
My goodness me.
Half an hour and a half. 2-0 up. Rest of the half, we're pretty comfortable. Not another couple of chances. Probably should have had another goal or two. They started to come into it a little bit more just before the break, but at half time we're 2-0 up. However, there were signs of them, like I said, coming into it. So still needed to be on our game. Into the second half, we started well. Continued to play well, create chances. Their keepers made 3 or 4 good saves. And all's looking good until... Where's the first one? There we go. 82 minutes when they put one back. And then on 86 minutes, it's 2-2.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they had chances to win it. They didn't. It finished 2-2. And as it is with cup football nowadays, probably did us a favour by going straight to penalties, because if it had gone to extra time, it would have been half an hour of pain, I think. As it was just 10 minutes of pain watching a penalty shootout, because I absolutely hate watching penalty shootouts on the side. I'd much rather be up there taking part in it. It's the worst thing ever, watching it from the side as in the dugout. But yeah, it went to penalties. I can't remember exactly how it went, but I know we went first and missed. Then they scored their first one. Then we missed again. Then they missed. Then we scored, and they missed. Eventually, it went on. It went on, and it ended up being 4-3 to them after 7 penalties each, or 8 penalties each. So out on penalties. Yeah. Disappointing, given that with 8 minutes to go, we were 2-0 up. I don't know. We just couldn't see the game out. I have to say fair play to them, though. They did step it up second half and put us under a lot more pressure. Made a couple of tactical adjustments which stopped us playing the way we wanted to play and obviously benefited them. But yeah, that's it. We're out of cut competitions completely now as the ladies team. So just the league left to focus on, and not finishing bottom and getting relegated. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, a draw was not bad. Like you say, 2-0 up with like 8 minutes to go. That was a bit of a disappointment. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
could say that. Yeah. When was your next game?
Well, the next one I wasn't at was on that following Tuesday, which would have been the 28th.
Yeah, I had one then as well.
Away to where that was. That's where WARE. So don't ask me where is, because where is. And anyway, it's there. And where was second in the league.
Okay.
At the time, we were still up there about 5th, 6th, something like that. So
yeah,
this was one I really wish I hadn't missed. I was busy with work, so I couldn't go. 3 minutes, Ware 1, Hitchin 0. 5 minutes, 1-1.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see when the other goals went in. I'm reading the report. I'm not just looking at the goal bits. 22 minutes, Ware 1, Hitchin 2.
Okay.
That's how it went at half time, 2-1 Hitchin. 50 minutes, 3-1. 54 minutes, 4-1. 79 minutes, 4-2. And that's how it finished.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah, nice 4-2 away win against second in the league. So, that was the second game I wasn't at.
We had a game on the same night. It was a cup of some description. I think it was the Midland Leagues Cup. Away to Cradley Town.
Mm-hmm.
All I can tell you about that is we lost 1-0. Wasn't there. From what I've seen of reports and speaking to Jamie Oliver, who's now the youth team at Cradley, but I worked with him for Tividale's first team. He said, to be fair, in all fairness, we absolutely battered them. We just couldn't score.
Right.
So, yeah. So 1-0 out of another cup. Cups aren't going well for Tividale this year.
No, don't sound like it. Not there.
We then had a game on the 1st.
The 1st. That would have been the Saturday. Yes, Hitchin had a game on the 1st as well. They were at home against Leverstock Green on that day. This was a league fixture. We play them in the Hertfordshire Senior Cup tomorrow, actually, I think so.
Oh, nice.
So this was the league fixture. I'm just trying to see when they scored, because I know when we scored, but... they were already ahead by that point. Okay. Looks like they were in front. So it looks like they scored first. I couldn't tell you when, because I can't see a time against anything here. But anyway, they went ahead in the first half, 1-0 up. We equalised on 40 minutes, went in at half-time, 1 each.
Yeah.
We then appear to have had a man sent off on 78 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So 10 men, basically hanging on for the draw at that point, 1-1. 90 plus 6. So we're well into injury time.
Yeah.
And we scored a winner. And we beat them.
Tell you
2-1.
If you're a Hitchin fan, you don't want to be leaving games early this season.
No, not at all. Everything happens in the last 10 minutes and extra injury time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It came in from the corner, apparently. We're literally the last kick of the game. So there you go.
Nice.
It says it was a justified win, but and after that, Hitchins stayed second and Leighton won at Stockpole, so still a 5-point gap. So we're up to second now.
Nice.
And then they had a week off after that. That was last Saturday, the 1st. We didn't have a midweek game last week, so I'm back up to the next one I've actually got a report on, which was this Saturday, the 8th. So you better fill in the gaps now.
Fill in the gaps. Okay, do I
On
have
the
to?
first. What happened on the first?
So what happened on the first? Tividale were at home in the league to Highgate United. Obviously played them recently in the Birmingham Senior Cup, which is in our last episode, with Tividale winning that 2-0. But different day, different game. Again, I wasn't there, so I'm just going to be reading off the main points from Twitter, or X or Z or Y, whatever it's called nowadays. So 17 minutes. This is the treat word for word, by the way. Poor defending, Highgate go 1-0 up, Tividale 0. 1 Highgate United 1.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of ones in there. 29 minutes. Goal, Tividale FC 29. Give it to our goal threat and Mbaye Nets 1-1. Whatever that means.
1-1 by the sound of it.
Yep, 1-1. Half time, 1-1, all even at the break. 46 minutes. Highgate back in front within a minute of the restart, 1-2. So 2-1. 62 minutes. Cooper corner and Holland is at the back post to score. Tividale FC equalised, 2-2.
2-2, excellent.
2-2, a Desmond.
A Desmond, yep.
76 minutes. Highgate go ahead again, 2-3. So 3-2 to Highgate. 80 minutes. Again, keeper picks up a back pass. This time, Maslin Jones fires home 3-3. I mean, it says again, it doesn't mention anything about the keeper picking up a back pass before. As you can probably tell, the person who usually does the Tividale Twitter wasn't doing the Twitter on this day.
Right, okay, yeah.
Which is why I'm also trying to
trying to translate it.
translate as I go along. So essentially at the minute, 80 minutes and it's 3-3. And then 93 minutes, scenes, Copper, free kick, Batchelor header at back post, and Mbaye heads home 4-3. So I'm guessing that's 4-3 to Tividale. Then there's a video of the goal. Yeah, good goal. And then full time, Tividale 4, Highgate 3. Yeah.
Excellent. A win.
4-3, a win, and that gave us a little bit of breathing space. I think that put us 5 points clear of the bottom two.
Okay.
So, yeah, and Highgate are bottom but one. They're in that bottom two, so that was, a big result for us.
Next. Yeah.
And like I say, we seem to have been coming out of that hoodoo we've got with Highgate. I mean, you watched us play them a couple of years ago and they absolutely tore us apart.
Yeah.
So, yeah. When's your next game? Sorry, you said the 8th.
8th.
Yeah. So then, on the 4th.
That'd be the Tuesday, yeah.
Yep, that's the 4th, yep, that's correct. In between that, we had our 100 Club Draw, but we won't talk about that. We were away to league leaders, Northwich Victoria, who we were supposed to be playing them on the 8th, but they're still in the FA bars.
Oh, right. Support it forward.
And because of the FA stupid rule of that the game's got to be rearranged to be played within 30 days of the original date or whatever it is. Although neither of us have a game on a weekend in January and a weekend in February, the referees, the FA and the league were like, no, it's got to be rearranged within these 28 days or 38 days. We ended up having to travel. I
understand that for a cup match, but for a league match, at any time during the season should do.
Yeah. Especially given that we're based in Tividale, which, as you know, is just north of Birmingham.
Yeah.
And Northwich is a fair distance anyway. By Manchester Airport. However, Northwich Victoria no longer play in Northwich. And they're playing Runcorn, which is practically Liverpool.
Yeah, it's on the edge of Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah. So, nice, lovely 200-mile round trip for us on a Tuesday night. In the pissing down rain. And obviously, the M6 being the M6. You know what the M6 is like up past around the Stoke area at the best of times. So yeah, away to Northwich Victoria, league leaders, only lost one game all season, but decent result at the weekend. Apparently, confidence was high within the camp. That lasted all of 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Again, reading just from the Twitter. So 4 minutes from Harrison, throw out, we lose the ball, and from 40 yards, Cook fires over Harrison, who's still on the edge of his box. 1-0 Northwich Victoria. Oh dear.
Lob from 40 yards. Lovely.
Yeah. 8 minutes. Again, we lose the ball on the halfway line, and Ham finishes, 2-0 to Northwich Victoria.
Go on.
13 minutes. A right wing cross is turned home by Lloyd. 3-0 to Northwich Victoria. So all that way, after work, for those people who gone now, I didn't go. But yeah, having to rush to get there, and within 15 minutes, they're 3-0 down. Bit of positive news for that game. 45 plus 1 minutes. Our first chance. Cooper free kick. Finds Malcolm Jones, but he fires wide. And at half time, it's Northwich Victoria 3, Tividale 0. So we did well for.
The flow.
Yeah, we did well for half an hour. Just the first 15, it was the problem. So yeah, that gets underway. Second half gets underway. We lasted a little bit longer in the second half, 51 minutes, so 6 minutes this time round. And again, it's goal Northwich Victoria after a bright start, a woefully short back pass, and Abreu crashes in 4-0 Northwich Victoria. As you can tell, our usual Twitter person still not back. Couple of subs. 65 minutes, goal Northwich Victoria. Again, there is no challenge, and it's 5-0. And goal 69 minutes, Northwich Victoria get another 6-0. And then the next tweet is, that's full time, beaten by the better side. Well, obviously. Northwich Victoria 6, Tividale 0. What I have found out from looking at full time since is there was also a red card for Northwich on 88 minutes, but there's absolutely no mention of them on here, so I can't say what it was for. Let me see if I can get it up on Northwich's. See if they've got it on there. FAVs. 6-0. Alright, 6-0. We know, we get it. Yep, another one that says 6-0. Well done. Yep, no, nothing on theirs either. So, unless full time's wrong. But according to full time, one, I think his name is Harrison, maybe Matthew Harrison or something like that. Could be wrong with that. Yeah, it said on 88 minutes he was shown a red card, but could be wrong because neither team have put it on Twitter.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so that brings us up to date with Tividale's men's team, because as we say, there was no game the weekend.
I had a game though, so that's all right.
That game should have been the weekend, but because of Northwich still being in the bars,
yeah,
had to be moved forward. And it leaves Tividale in 12th place, heads of 18, so we're doing pretty well.
So
nice to be around the middle of the table for once, rather than the bottom.
Yeah.
We're on 15 points and are 7 points clear of Highgate, who are occupying 17, which is the first of the two relegation places. And Utoxeter is on the same amount of points as well. So we've got a little bit of a cushion.
Good. You're going to need it.
Only one team below us that have got games in hand, so effectively worst is with 13th.
Right. That's all right. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Well, moving on to this weekend just gone, and
Mhm.
after missing 3 games in a row, I'm actually managed to get to a game on Saturday. It was away
Hey,
at Beaconsfield, which was a new ground for me because I've not been there before, so that was a double bonus. So
nice.
that was good. Now, I
Yeah.
can't remember where they were in the league, but we were still up in second or thereabouts. So
Below Hitchins.
the attendance was a massive 115, probably
Nice.
15 from Beaconsfield and 100 from Hitchin, but
Sounds about right.
well, we certainly had more than them.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But
Yeah.
they did a bloody lovely burger, though. Tell you, bacon
Yeah.
cheeseburger, and it was gorgeous. So yeah, they can have
Barbecue
points for the
sauce?
burger. What?
Barbecue
I,
sauce?
no ketchup in it. Well, I
Ketchup.
had ketchup in it. Didn't have to have
Well,
ketchup in it, but
did you have chips?
yes,
Well, I say, did you have chips? Yeah. Did you have chips with your sauce?
yes, I did have chips with my sauce. I can't help it. I like the sauce. I chuck it all over it. So yeah. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about the
You get
game, not
money
the
with
food.
the sauce, let's put it that way.
Game, not the food. Food was good. The game.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Good.
first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the only reason I'm starting after the first 20 minutes is because I forgot to make notes for the first 20 minutes. But
Fair.
basically, Hitchins was doing quite well, dominating for a lot of the game for the first 20 minutes,
Yeah.
but not getting any end product. Beaconsfield had their chances here and there, but Hitchins was certainly the busier side. And then
Yeah.
21 minutes happened. Beaconsfield got a cross in. It was nodded onto the crossbar, bounced back into the box, and bam, goal. 1-0 to Beaconsfield.
Bam.
Not a good start. So,
Dear. Oh dear.
28
That's all right. You still
minutes.
got plenty of time. It's not past 90 minutes yet. Hitchins don't wake up until after the 90th minute.
Well, you might be surprised this one. 28 minutes, and they had a corner, and my notes say it wasn't very good.
Okay.
Didn't come to anything. We're playing on. We're having a go, getting back into the game again. We were shell shocked by the goal, to be honest, but got back into it. 36. We had a really good attack, and it needed Nicholson had a damn good shot. Needed a damn good save. The corner came in, and we headed it just over from the corner. So we're building up a bit now. 42 minutes.
Yeah.
We had more great build-up play and leading to a corner, which unfortunately came to nothing. But off the back of that, they cleared. We got it straight back and recycled it back in. And the fifth shot from 25 yards went just wide. So we're cruising along to half-time, 1-0 down. And then we get into injury time of the first half. 45 minutes plus 2. Beaconsfield get a corner. A back post in swinger is nodded in, 2-0. And that's how we went in at half-time. 2-0 down.
Whoops.
We weren't great in the first half. We had our chances, certainly, but we still didn't play better. So we were hoping for better in the second half. I mean, there were signs of life there, definitely, but just hadn't managed to convert any of the chances that we did have. Well, that all changed just 5 minutes into the second half. We had 3 attempts in the first 5 minutes and really good pressure around the box. He comes into the box on 15 minutes. The initial shot is parried, but it falls right to the feet of Taylor Riney, our poacher, and he stabs it home, 2-1.
Stab.
Now,
Stab.
he's a striker who is really, really capable of scoring a decent number of goals in a season. I think he got 20 plus for Barton Rovers last year, but he needs a particular kind of service. Into feet in the 6-yard box. Get it in there, and he's going to score 9 times out of 10. Put it anywhere else, and he won't.
Kind of like a certain Mr. Van Nistelrooy back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely. He's an absolute poacher. He's a menace in that 6-yard box. But you've got to get the ball into feet. And you do that, and he's going to score every time. But anyway, 2 minutes later, we got a great ball in from the right, and it was headed onto the bar. And so that didn't score. 2 minutes later, more great build-up play. A shot from the edge of the area went just wide. Another 2 minutes down the line and another shot, this time just over. So we're absolutely peppering them. it's still 2-1.
Yeah.
Settled down for a few minutes. Maybe Beaconsfield got the ball, but they didn't do anything with it. 67 minutes. We had an attack. Our player, Cal Nicholson, falls onto the floor. Somehow, he managed to stretch out a leg. I think he must have dislocated every damn joint in the leg to get his leg to stretch that far, but he managed to poke the ball away from the defender while he's on the floor on his ground. It was go-go gadget legs, definitely. Just, don't know how he did it, but he managed just to poke it into the path of Josh Jackman, who coming in from the right, and he smashed it past the keeper, and it's 2-2. It might have brushed the defender on the way in, but it's his goal all the way. So 2-2. We've really, really looked hot for this second half. 74 minutes, we hit the crossbar again. 75 minutes, we had a corner, it was headed wide. So, yeah, I mean, we were really going for the win. 82 minutes, and Beaconsfield actually had a bit of pressure for a while. We were penned in with a couple of corners and stuck for another couple of corners. So that was a 5-minute spell when they were banging on our door, but they couldn't get through either. We finally cleared it away. 85 minutes, we got our new player, who I'm going to have to be careful how to pronounce. Where is he? AD, that's the easy bit. Bolahan. I think the G is silent at the start, so I think it's Bolahan. He gets in, he shoots, it's parried again, and this time, Taylor Riney, our poacher in the box, he hit the follow-up again and put it over the bar from 8 yards.
Oh dear.
It's just one of those things. Like I said, 9 times out of 10 he put those in the net from there. That was the 1 in 10 that he didn't.
Yeah. It was outside the 6-yard box, so he couldn't put it in. Couldn't find himself to put it in.
Yeah, that's it. So and so that was it. That we didn't actually get a winner in injury time this time. Nor did they. It finished 2-2. It was a good game. And we're still up there fighting for playoff spots. Yeah.
I suppose that's one of those, isn't it? Given the way the game went first half, you take the point from half time.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, you'll be disappointed.
Absolutely.
Later on in the season.
Yeah.
If you don't go
I mean, you look back on it, we could have won that one. But I mean, again, it's a case going into it away from home. You think if you can pick up a point away from home, mind you, that would be all very good if our home form was any good. But we're not as good at home as we are away this season so far. So, there we go. So anyway, that's it. Bang up today. Next game is tomorrow, Hertfordshire Senior Cup.
Okay, nice.
I believe it's it's Leverstock Green again. It's at home, and then on Saturday we're at home against Hadley. So,
okay, cool. Fair enough.
I don't know whether I can go to that one, but anyway, there we go.
Just looking at fixtures. The ladies did have a game yesterday. I can't talk too much about it at the moment, other than we lost 3-1. But for reasons which will become clearer in a later episode, I can't talk too much about it at the moment.
We'll leave that one there. So what fixtures have you got coming up?
So no midweek game for the men. Saturday we're away to 1874 Northwich, so we're back up that way.
Oh God! Right.
Do
they at least play in Northwich?
They do actually, but they play at Barnton Rovers or Barnton FC.
All right.
And then, according to this, which can't be right, it must be. They don't play again until the 29th.
There's probably another Vars round.
Nope, there's league games on the 22nd. We just don't appear to have one.
All right. Mind you, you have got a smaller league, haven't you?
We have.
So there are going to be weeks missing.
Yeah, that is true. Couldn't we have played Northwich on that day? No.
Yeah, probably.
No, they're
Maybe.
Hanley away. Then they could have put Hanley to the 4th. Met them, it's Stoke, they're halfway there.
Well.
Yeah, so, just 2 games for the remainder of the month for the men. Ladies, we are away to Sutton United Reserves this Sunday. Who had a really strong start, but much like us, they've had a recent dip of form and haven't won for a few games. So this could be the battle of the out of form teams. Who's the most out of form? Let's find out. Well, I'll let you know in the next episode. But yeah.
Well, there we go. Well, something I needed to mention. I'll get off my chest here. Disappointment at Beaconsfield on Saturday. No programme. It's an online programme.
Sore point.
It is because I like having a bit of paper. I like having my paper programmes. I like having a flick through and read them later on in the evening, and it's just nice to have. I can understand why teams don't do it, especially, I mean, Beaconsfield, like I say, their attendance with us away with a big following was 115. So what do they normally get? Is it even worth them printing? Unfortunately, probably not. But it's just one of those things that I've got to live with these days, that some teams do online programs, and it's a disappointment because I'd much rather have the paper. But just wondering what your thoughts on that are.
Yes, I do agree with you. However, this season we did start with a paper program. However, we switched to online after about 3 or 4 games.
Right.
So for us, our programs, we sold them for £2, the printed version. Obviously, online they're free. We sold them for £2, and for years we've sold them for £2. In fact, when I first came, it was £1.50, and I remember the big uproar when we put them up to £2. But for certainly the last 6 or 7 years I've been back at Tividale, they were a cost of £1 each to print.
Right.
Our crowds, we average 80, 90. So we'd pretty much every game we'd get 30 programs. So it costs us 30 quid. So we've only got to sell 15 to break even. Anything after that's a profit.
Yeah.
We would sell at least 15 most weeks. So we'd make either get the money back or make a little bit, not massive amounts. And I had a phase of selling them on eBay as well, what we had left over, and that was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
However, unfortunately, our regular best customer passed away at the end of last year.
Oh dear.
So the eBay business selling quickly dried up. Yes, and then combined with this season, the printer put the cost up to £1.50 per program, so we're only making 50p profit.
Right.
I mean, you can argue, okay, that's how we'll put the cost of the program up, but then again, you can have people complaining.
Yeah.
And sales had dropped off as well. So,
right.
Yes, although the price has gone up to £1.50 per program, we probably weren't even selling 10 programs at the first few games this season, and our crowds we were getting 120 to 150. So the crowds have gone up, program sales have gone down.
Right.
So we were losing money on the not overall, obviously, on the program. So Leon took the decision of, as well, I'm not wasting my time and my money going to get these printed when nobody's buying them. All they do is sit in the office in the box, gathering dust, and end up in a bin at some point.
I understand it, but
It's frustrating because I like to have it the same as you. I like to have it in my hand, but when you see
Yeah,
the other side of it, I understand why it's happening.
yeah.
However, I do have to say, probably from step 3, maybe 2 upwards, there's no excuse not to have one with the size of the crowds I get.
Yeah, I'd certainly say step 2 upwards. Step
Yeah,
3 could be hit and miss. There are still some very
yeah,
low supported teams in step 3. Um,
yeah,
but step 2 and step 1, absolutely, there's no excuse for not doing
yeah.
it.
And I couldn't tell you, although I've been to watch Howard a couple of times in the last couple of years, I couldn't tell you if they do a printed program or not. I wasn't on the lookout for it. But I would be disappointed if they didn't, because they get between a minimum 8 to 900 at every home game. I'm like, even if you're only doing 50 to 100,
Yeah, yeah.
although they must do them because Tully's Print, who did as, they're one of their main sponsors, so they must do programs.
Yeah, I mean, there is also that aspect of it, isn't it? If you do have a paper program, you have advertising space,
Yes. Oh, we still
which,
advertise in the online one. We just charge less.
yeah, yeah, that's it. But I mean, to me, I would, if I'm looking through a program, seeing adverts over something, it's more likely to stick in my mind where somewhere where I can go back and look at it again than online where I'm going to look at it and pass through it.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
but
But there's also
that's me, and I'm old, so
yeah, but it's also a memento, isn't it?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, I'm not too fussed about getting England one so much anymore now because it's becoming a regular occurrence for us. But the first few times we went, I was like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
But
Oh,
now
I'll
I'm not
still
too
get
bothered.
those.
Yeah, which is fair. And the non-league finals, I'll definitely get those because they're once a year.
Well, it's an event, isn't it? It's a big event type thing.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah. Um, yeah. I I hate that the program has died and he's dying.
yeah,
But at the lower levels, I get it.
yeah, yeah. The
For me,
financial
as I
perspective,
say,
at the lower level makes sense, but it
yeah.
is a shame. But
But then some teams at step 5 are paying players £400 a game. So if they can afford to do that, what's 30 quid on programs?
yeah, yeah,
That's clearly not what's making you have financial issues. But that's a
no,
conversation for another day.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. No, interesting. No, it's good to hear the sort of like figures behind it because I've got no idea what they cost to produce and what the profit
yeah,
margin on is. So that's given me an idea there as to, yeah, okay, I can understand it a bit better now why they don't. It doesn't make it any better for me because I still want one, but
yeah, no, definitely.
but I can
um,
at least get a grasp and an understanding of the cost implications of doing it.
yeah,
And
I mean, we have generally one of the better programs as well.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if I'd imagine you've got one of ours somewhere, maybe.
Probably somewhere.
Um,
I
they are
definitely have.
generally pretty good. I think there's a minimum of 40 pages in ours when we did them. Well, we still do them, but like I said, they're online now. And less than half of it is advert, which is a big danger nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh
Ours
yeah,
is.
I can see one in your hand. No,
It's
that's yours.
That's it.
It looks similar to ours to
44
start with.
pages in this one.
Which is that?
Uh, £3.
Which again, still not terrible.
No, it's not.
I think charging £3 at step 5 would probably get murdered. um,
Yeah, well, we're at step 4, so we're allowed to.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think your danger there is if you're at step 4 for too long, even £3 might start getting a bit
Mm,
catchy at step 4.
yeah,
Um,
it's a good program. There's a lot in it. So
like I said, that's what I just said. Oh, you got one of ours there because it looks fairly similar to ours.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, I've got a Biggleswade one here, Biggleswade FC. Theirs is actually pretty stonky as well.
Yeah.
They go to 48 pages. Oh, greedy signed. So there we go. I don't know what else I've got on the shelf here.
Yeah, but
These are all the
are
ones
they
that are just
award-winning?
hanging around for my stepdad to read, so I ain't taken to him yet. Just see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
here we go.
any of those award-winning?
No.
See, Tividale's program's award-winning.
Oh, well, okay.
But unfortunately, everybody stopped buying it, so it's online.
I've got a Step 5 program here, paper one. What one's this? This
Eagle.
one is Eccleshill United, the Eagle and the Cougar. So,
that's the one you went and watched up Leeds.
That's one I went to up in Yorkshire, wasn't it? Yeah, but that's not bad either. I mean, that's only like 16 pages, but even
then
so,
what's they charge you for that?
They charged £2 for that one.
£2, 16 pages, £2, and we did at least 40.
Yeah, there you go. But I ain't got many more sitting around at the moment. Like I say, these ones are just sat on the shelf waiting to go to him next time I go over that. So, have a read through.
As I say, I can understand the lower levels where they're not doing them and they're going online. But for me, as I say, your bigger clubs at step 3 and step 2 upwards, there's no excuse. I will be extremely disappointed the day that the first professional club goes, we're not doing a printed program.
I would imagine if we actually looked into it, there's probably one or two that already do an online one.
Oh, yeah, it's probably. And I would say I would actually wager money on it being forest green. Saving the trees and all that.
Yeah, maybe. Can't they put on recycled paper? Paper made from sheep poo or whatever they do. So,
that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, there we go.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. Yeah. Just something I wanted to touch on very, very quickly before we don't record for another week and a half, 2 weeks, and I forget about it. I saw something on Twitter last week, I think it was, and it was a county FA, and I can't remember which county FA it was. But they were offering a discount on a refereeing course, which I thought, oh yeah, wonderful, fantastic. Now this is going to sound controversial to start with, but once I explain my thoughts, please don't switch off and start going, oh, this is getting a bit unsavoury. Please hear me out. So, the course, I think, is supposed to be either £130 or £140. However, they're offering it at a discounted price of £40. I'm like, yeah, fantastic. However, it was only available to people of a black and ethnic minority background. I think BAME is the acronym they use, isn't it?
BAME, yeah.
Which, again, I've got no problems with that when it comes to the high-level coaching courses. I agree with that when you're looking at your UIDs, your UIHRAs, because there is a massive underrepresentation of people from black and ethnic minority backgrounds in the high-level coaching roles. However, that's not seen in the lower levels, which you'd probably see yourself with your son's football. In the amateur side of the game, the representation is pretty much a level playing field. However, with the current state of play with officials in this country, with the FA crying out saying there's a shortage, I am a little bit baffled and bemused as to why they're only offering the discount to people of black and ethnic minorities. Given the shortage, do you not think it would be beneficial to be offering that discount across the board to encourage more people into officiating? Because I do.
I think if you're going to discount it to get people in, you should discount it across the board. Like you say, there is a shortage of people from ethnic minorities in the game, full stop, both referee and playing, coaching, everywhere. But having said that, at the lower levels, county FA type levels, there is much more diversity than there is at the higher levels. So maybe concentrate
100%.
that at those levels. And if you've got a shortage of referees, give everybody the chance to do it. But it's going to be controversial whichever way you look at it, this one, unfortunately. So,
yeah, no, I agree. And like I say, it's the fact that there's a shortage of officials, full stop.
yeah.
So just offer the discount to everyone.
Yeah.
Or say you don't pay for your course, but out of your first however many games, we're going to take 10% until you pay the fee back.
Yeah.
If people aren't, and if you decide after 2 or 3 games, well, it's not for me because I'm no referees that have done that. I don't like this because they always chuck you into kids football to start with, and that is baptism by fire.
Damn right, and it's not the kids; it's the parents.
It's the parents, yeah. And there is a lot of referees that will go to the first game, and I'll go, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. So to me, yeah, if you're interested, the course is free. We will take it back from your first so many pays or whatever. We'll bill you. However, if during your first 6 months you decide this is no longer for you, we'll call it quits.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll see what the take up is on this. It might work. They might be justified in what they're doing. So.
To be fair, it could have been the Bedfordshire FA, actually. Go and have words with them.
Looking on news channels, it looks like it's come direct from the FA themselves in association with county FAs.
Yeah, which would make sense. It just happened to be that's the one that popped up on my feed.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one popped up on my feed.
Yeah, reading through the notes, it doesn't actually say which county FA was involved, but looks like it's FA.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's not that one.
Yes, we definitely need refereeing and across the board anyway. So the more the better. So anyway,
it was on amateur FA referees page. It wasn't the actual FA page I saw it on.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, and it was discounted to £40, and that was KT3. That's Kettering, isn't it?
KT? No, it's not.
No, it's not. Hotspur Park, KT3. No, Motspur Park. Fulham.
Yeah, it's Fulham. Yeah, it's Fulham.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. That's my rant over. And like I say, I hope people didn't switch off as soon as I said the discounts only for the ethnic minorities. I hope they listen to give me a chance to explain myself.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there we go.
That's it.
I mean, that's Kingston, so that's South London. So it might be specific. Well, it is specific to that area. Maybe they really do have a shortage of that minority in that area, and so it makes sense.
Yeah, and I kind of get it as well if you're in areas which are high in ethnic minorities, especially certain parts of London. Yeah, it would probably make more sense to have somebody refereeing from that background, and perhaps understand the situations better. There's obviously different religious backgrounds within those groups as well. Something may happen, and there may be the case for religious sensitivity that's needed, and might be a referee such as who looks like me or you may
justified in area dependent, and that appears to be what it is on this case. So, yeah, okay, roll with that.
Yep. Enough.
Good, right. Well, I think we need to wind up and stick this one out a bit quicker than you did the last one.
I'll try, but as I discussed off air, I'm kind of rather preoccupied at the minute with something.
Yeah, all right. Well, at least you haven't got to edit this one. You can just bung it out.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. So once it's downloaded and exported, I should be able to just go upload.
yeah.
And that was the problem with the last one, in all honesty. So once this is done what it needs to do in the background,
Yeah.
yeah,
Perfect.
hopefully within
All
the next
right.
couple of days.
Well, I
Right,
shall see you next time.
See you next time.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.